Greetings and salutations. This evening, it is I, Taylor Scobie, and the esteemed
Terrell Love.
And we are here doing 59 and a half minutes. That's the seconds noise. We are back. If you're seeing this, hopefully you will have already seen our first video where I was interviewed. Go watch that, comment on it. And we are back in the esteemed corner where many great things have happened. And we have a man who, when words come out of his mouth, birds chirp in response. We have a man. When beasts hear him speak thy name, they say, yes, I will be the puppy you want me to be. Shout out X, his dog. We're talking about a man who is the epitome of a RN, and I'm not talking about the hospital. Gentlemen, ladies, fellowsmen, boys and girls. We have a man here that goes by a name that I'm going to utter unto you right now. It's Alham Carter. Alham Carter. Alham Carter. I love that. That was hilarious. We are back with the esteemed Terrell Love, my man, and myself, Taylor P. Scobie. That's new.
What's the P stand for?
Paul or pressure, depending on where you met me. We are here with the esteemed Alham Carter. We're here to find out. When you've watched our previous videos and you hear how we come up with our musical opinions and preferences, this is a dive, if you will. Shout out Trey Songz. Into why Alham likes what he likes, loves what he loves, dislikes what he dislikes. We're here to see why.
That was a W. Okay.
So,
Talk to him.
I got a question. An established man as you are, where did this such, for some say, acquired, different, where did that foundation come from? What created, what was that seed? What was the source of this?
Source.
Different. Unique. That's the word. It's the word you're looking for.
There you go.
I would have to say my music taste, the origin, the seed. Here you go. As Tank said, the seed. Came from my late father, Cameron Carter. So he used to work at a place called Sound Warehouse. So he used to bring records into the house all the time. He had a record player for the longest. And so my first ever CD was actually Michael Jackson's Greatest Hits. And so I remember I saw the picture of Michael Jackson and he had this, it was a statue. It's not actually Michael Jackson, it's a statue. And it was a double disc. And that joint was so hard because he looked like he had a little costume thing on, it had a statue. And I was like, yo, this looks like a really distinguished gentleman right here. And I was like, Dad, how do I become a distinguished gentleman?
Shout out Michael Jackson.
And he was like, listen to the music and shut the hell up. And so I was like, okay, cool. So he used to turn the album on all the time. So I used to listen to that. But he had a ton of different records that he used to play. So he had the original Thriller joint.
Oh my.
He had Sade. So there was just Sade was always on in the crib. He had some old school rap joints as well. And so that's probably where it all kind of started. And so talking about this sounds, I just started loving sounds. I've grown up with music. Music for me has been this, I think of it almost kind of like a wave. It's followed me. It has its ups and it has its downs, but it's always around. You know what I mean? And so I love music. It's literally like water. I drink music like water. I just love the unique sounds.
Also like water.
Like water.
That description.
Yeah, like Tyler joint.
Yeah, you be
What you mean? Yeah, like that water.
Don't show us too much.
Or ugly guy. You know it is what it is. Sorry, he's canceled. But
You ain't one.
anyways, yeah, that's
Shout
my
out
music
water,
taste.
H2O.
So
Yeah.
I got so many different sounds that I like, and so like my music ranges anywhere from, we got the country joints, all the way out to
Country?
Yeah.
What
bro.
you know about country?
Man.
What you know about Beautiful Crazy?
What's that?
Yeah, that's country.
Oh yeah. Okay, maybe not country, but
Yeah.
all the way to the rap sounds, the hip hop
Mhm.
sounds, pretty much anything but metal. I can't do heavy rock or whatever. I just learned about like Nirvana and ACD and all those other little spots.
ACDC?
ABCDs, right? ACDC.
Yes.
Alright. Good songs. Thunderstruck. All those other things, are right? No? Okay, I looked
That
at
is
that.
them. That
Okay,
is
good. We're here.
Yeah, that is like the high school anthem right there.
So
Nirvana.
if we were to get to like where you are today,
Okay.
what led you down to this present moment
Oh.
in your musical palette and taste? What is can we get some artists that
Oh, yeah.
that are
Inspirational.
Yeah.
Yeah. The quintessential to the uniqueness.
Mm-hmm.
So, man, let me just throw in my favorite artist right now. It's got to be Snoh Alegra.
Okay.
That's my girl, man. She cold, and so I'm talking about Temporary Highs and Violet Skies. Ooh, the feels. She to me is the best artist in Rock Nation currently. That includes JC.
This is me saying,
Gas.
but silently. Ooh, and you're standing on that with all 10 toes?
Shit, if I have more toes, I stand with them too. Yeah.
He
With your
said-
toes.
He's standing on 15 toes and 5 of those aren't even his.
I don't count Jay-Z's past, but currently she's the best artist in Rock Nation.
You know, that might
Jay-Z not making music, is what I'm saying.
Might not be a stretch.
Okay. See, I qualified it and changed it up a little bit. You see what I'm
Yeah,
doing?
made it sound alright.
Yeah. See, now it makes more sense, right?
So, Tank was talking about earlier about the seed, right? And I just want to know what was planted into you is good music. That's what you feel like you have a good musical palette. So, what was the first artist that really poured themselves onto and into you to water that seed and let themselves grow in you in such a way that they turned you into who you are? You mentioned Snoh Alegra. Who else put themselves inside of you? Tell me.
I would have to say Coldplay did
Ah,
a great job of injecting themselves into my music palette. Right?
you're into group play.
I said Coldplay.
I
Close
misspoke.
though. Cold. Yeah. Okay. You're almost there.
Mm.
Yeah, you get the earwax out your ear now. Come on now.
I am old.
Oh, I didn't even say that.
I-
How old are you, Mr. Scobie?
I am old enough to know that I remember when when YouTube had the Foresight album on your iPhone. That's how old I am.
That was YouTube. Okay. Anyways, Coldplay, man. I think Coldplay has a lot of good sounds.
What are some of your favorites?
Lovers in Japan's really good. I think some of your like very basic classic songs like Yellow's really good. Scientist, Warning Signs, X and Y, the song with Rihanna, and Paradise is good, obviously. I think they just have like they have a ton of sounds that goes on, particularly like with I forgot what the head artist name. His name is Chris something. It's a really really basic name. He just
That's not surprising.
Yeah, I mean he's a British nigga. You know what I mean? Like,
Mhm.
yeah.
Shout out to
Yeah, so we'll just say Sir Chris for now.
Mm-hmm.
So Sir Chris has a lot of good sounds. Speed of Sound's a really good song. They just have a ton of sounds. They got a ton of good production. like it's very melodic, it's very easy on the ears. So I think that was a good way that introduced, I guess, different sounds to my music palette. So in addition to like Sade, oh man, Sade, man, she just, there's something about her sound, man, that just.
You would say you would want Sade's sound inside of you.
I would not say that. Next question.
Okay. But isn't Almond's music like the way it's intaken? Isn't it inside of you? Like it's inside of your ear.
If you're into that.
It is indeed inside my ear. I can't say I'm into that though.
So you don't like the artist?
Crazy.
I think it's an either or here. It doesn't have to be both and.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So it's not in both ends.
Not in both ends.
Good.
We talk about music still, right?
Yeah. Both ends of your ears.
Oh,
This is
great.
another phrase, in one's hold out the other. So you're on the same page.
Yeah, you know.
Okay.
Feel kind of over your head, you know.
It's over my head.
If you're into that.
Over my head?
No.
Is that some new innuendo?
I don't know, man. Whew, that one was
Okay.
But, so after you told us you're into group music sessions like Coldplay, would you say that there were other like pop / rockish kind of artists you were into, or was it like just Coldplay and like maybe some other random songs per se?
I liked a lot of indie music for sure. I think there are some folks that also kind of introduce similar sounds. And Frank Ocean, for example, was inspired by Coldplay, right? And so he did his own rendition of Strawberry Swing. So there's a lot of music that like, they may not be in the same genre per se, so they're not like the popish, but they do kind of have that feel. There's one song, I can't remember the name, I was actually vibing with, Rather Be. I don't remember who wrote that song, but it's got so many damn layers to it. It's back in the day. Y'all remember that song? It's like, if you gave me a chance, I would take it.
Yeah, that song was on banger! I'd rather be, or something like that.
You turn that on in the car, it's
That's
like, this has
banger.
no lyrical meaning at all, and I don't care. But it's just
Shout
a
out
beautiful
mid-2000s
sound.
pop.
That was like 2010s, but yeah, I'm with that.
Yeah, just words on paper in our ears. So you said you liked Frank Ocean.
I do, yeah.
So you're a fan of Frank Ocean.
Yes.
So this is confirmation that Frank Ocean's music is inside you.
It's somewhere.
Good.
What are your three most favorite like Frank Ocean songs? The ones that touch you the most.
And why do they touch you?
You know, there's just something about Frank. He has a talent.
He's exceptional, phenomenal.
I'll throw all the adjectives out there. He's everything. Yeah. My favorite songs have to be Pink Matter. I love the entire album, Channel Orange, very good. And Golden Girl is a really good song. Super Rich Kids, like, man, there's a lot of Frank Ocean. Strawberry Swing is probably my favorite song by him. You know, technically by Coldplay, I guess, but by him.
Covers,
so,
we'll
yeah,
take
it's a
it,
cover.
we'll take it.
Biking's really good too. Biking's solid.
Man, you just took me back as soon as you said Channel Orange.
How
Like,
far
man,
back? How far back? Like
That's 2013.
70s,
That was,
60s, or what you thinking?
Man, first of all, if we're going back to the 70s, I couldn't have listened to Channel Orange, so that we just gonna kill all that shit. Secondly, hush. I'm not that old. We're going back to 2013. I was like senior in high school, bumping Pyramids. Great song.
Senior citizen.
That's crazy. I walked into that. That's crazy. Oh, brother. Okay. So, where you've talked a little bit about the music that used to be inside you, but now we're in present times. And what is presently penetrating your palate?
Right now, still Snoh.
Mm.
I've actually kind of been returning back to the good old days of Sade again.
You spun the block.
Spun the block, right. Smino's very good.
Can't go wrong.
I've been listening to a lot of that.
There's a J-Rock joke somewhere, but I can't find it.
Kendrick and J. Cole. I prepared for this J. Cole Drake concert.
Hey.
So, that was also, by the way, that's a sidebar, but Drake was actually my first concert ever. And so I went on the Paradise tour.
Wow.
And so that was, and it's kind of cool to think like he's going to be my most recent. But I got to see Kendrick and A$AP Rocky. That was Kendrick Lamar's first ever big tour that he kind of joined. He hopped on as a feature there. And I remember saying that day, that guy's not going to go nowhere.
Oh, wow.
I was like, his voice sounds terrible.
That is...
But that A$AP Rocky, he's going to be great. And he's great in his own right.
And that Kendrick guy ain't do too bad, huh?
He's above average.
Got a couple
Slightly
awards
above
here.
mid, yeah, for sure. Slightly above mid.
Slightly above average is pretty decent. Is a way to describe him, I would say. It's a way. I don't know if it's the right way, but it's a way.
Yeah.
Listening to him
So, so as we go about this kind of transition,
okay.
you sparked some questions a bit with me with your statement about Kendrick Lamar.
Oh, okay. Where?
About slightly above average, or
Yeah, slightly above mid.
yeah, above mid.
Please, yeah.
Wait,
What-
you
what
being
are-
serious?
No.
Oh.
What are like I said, as we transition slightly above mid, what are some of your favorite sports teams?
Boom, boom, boom.
Wow.
Sports teams, athletes.
Wow. The Denver Broncos.
Hmm.
I do love the San Diego Padres.
Mm.
Tottenham Hotspur. And Oklahoma City Thunder. Big Oklahoma City Thunder fan.
Shout out to Thunder.
I definitely be in arguments with friends about goofy ass trades. Shout out to one of the interviewers. And so like I'm also a very I love Lamar Jackson. He's my favorite player in the league right now. And so I'm a closet Baltimore Ravens fan as well.
You can leave them in the closet. It's okay. But
No, the Patriots the only one need to be left in the closet.
No, we are where Drake May is coming, I guess.
Oh.
So, yeah, excitement, question mark. But that's not what we're talking about. It's okay to follow. You can be like, I watch the Ravens, but just for Lamar, it's okay. The Ravens got enough black people on there. I think they're like one of the black people's favorite teams. That was almost a crazy sentence.
Yeah.
But shout out Lamar Jackson, though. We say the Denver Broncos.
We got Dallas, the America's team, and we got the Ravens, the niggas team. There you go.
It low-key was when Hollywood was there. I can't say it wasn't. Every nigga I knew was a Ravens fan. But you say the Denver Broncos. How does one from here in Oklahoma become a fan of a team so far to the west? What brought the Broncos to your forefront to be like, you know what? When I watch football, I want to watch them.
Colorado's just north.
It's west, too.
It's
I guess.
You gotta go left on a map to get to Colorado, so that's west to me.
Okay, word.
But they're not close, I would say. And like in terms of other teams like Dallas, Houston are a lot closer, right down there.
They're in a different time zone.
Kansas City, Missouri is also, I feel, a little closer. So it's like there were some teams to choose from. Depending on how old you are and you're watching football, the St. Louis Rams, showing my age. But
I remember the St. Louis Rams. You good?
Okay, good.
You're good.
You never know, man.
Yeah,
But
Houston Oilers, you can keep that one.
See, can we get it back to
The Denver
The
Broncos.
The Broncos, man, the Broncos. So I actually followed Peyton Manning over, I believe that was 2013?
The year he arrived? 2012.
2012, yeah. So I followed him over. He was my first ever. He's actually who ultimately got me into football. My dad got me a Peyton Manning jersey when I was a kid, and I didn't know who he was.
Okay, that's funny.
I just knew he was a big-headed white man, big old forehead, and it looked like Bob the Builder.
That's crazy.
And so I followed him, and I had that jersey, and I used to wear it all the time until I don't remember what happened to it. I think my mom may have cleaned some dog shit with it or something.
That's actually
It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. But yeah, so I had that jersey until then. And so I followed Peyton Manning over. And then I've been a sorry Denver fan since.
So, you like horses?
Perhaps.
Because the Colts are horseshoes.
Oh.
And Broncos.
Well, Colt is a horse.
You're even more right. Yeah, I just think of the Colt on the logo, so I thought that's what they were thinking of. But their mascot is a horse in a helmet. And then the Broncos are also horses. So does this mean
Okay, here we go.
Does this mean you like horses?
Potentially. And I think it means you got a big old wrinkly brain.
Hey, man.
I mean, good connection right there.
It's
Man,
okay.
does this mean you're also a fan of riding? Tell me.
Riding, like, for your
Anything.
team?
Anything. Because you have to ride a horse. The horse riding you would be difficult, but if you rode the horse, that's what we typically see.
You know,
Cowboys.
Oh, no, you maybe
natives.
on here. Maybe on here. Hold on. Wow.
So does this mean you like horses? Let's answer that first.
No. I hate horses, actually.
They are big and scary.
Scary. They're literally like big-ass dogs.
In there, I feel like they're meaner. I feel like they're bigger cats. Hot take. Because cats are mean. And horses are just big-ass versions of that.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Because horses are smart and shit.
Yeah, horses are very
But
smart.
that's a whole other discussion for this episode. Second question, you like to ride?
Ah, yes. I forgot about that one.
Because I did say to tell me.
You did ask. Ride what exactly?
Anything.
Did you?
Specify.
Anything.
Were you riding
Keep it going.
with Russell Wilson?
I was riding with Russell Wilson. Yeah.
He's not playing terrible, though, so that's a good guy to ride.
You better.
Huh?
You're
I
part.
said he's not playing terrible, so he's a good guy to ride.
No, there could be a lot worse. You're absolutely correct.
You could ride bursts. You could ride,
You could ride 1,000
I remember
times.
Brock Osweiler.
Ah, yes.
Did you ride that?
No, I did not ride that one, but it was an awful experience for sure. I've heard.
So your fandom goes back to 20... Do you remember Trevor Siemian?
I do remember Trevor
Did
Siemian.
you ride that as well?
I did not ride that, unfortunately. Yes.
So 2015, Broncos are the world champions.
Indeed. That's Peyton Manning.
That was I
That's
assume
his
good
last-
time for you.
It was good. It was unfortunate that he had a neck injury. Really bad.
But I just want to know that that was, I assume, over the last 10, 12 years, that was like peak of the Broncos fandom for you. So
It was. We're coming back.
I just want to
like
know,
Peyton.
was that season the best ride?
There's no other ride like it. Mr.
Tell
Scobie.
me more.
This is the best you ever had.
It was the best I've ever had, just like Drake.
I'm here for that. But we're talking NFL a little bit.
Okay.
Outside of Peyton Manning, who else would you say you were a fan of to ride, so to speak?
Lamar Jackson.
It's a fast ride.
It's a fast ride.
Would you say you were a fan of him straight from NFL, or were you also following him in his college years as well?
So I followed him in college for sure, in Louisville. Obviously, he wasn't a Heisman, but I think the big thing for him was everybody throughout his career had said something about him converting to a skill position because he wasn't necessarily smart enough just as a black man. And they just, don't really notice discrepancies between, black quarterbacks and white quarterbacks.
Not at all.
And so I kind of got an interest just based off of empathizing for him at first. And so I watched a lot of Louisville games that year. And I just thought I thought he was so cold. And then I remember him on draft night. I really wanted my Broncos to draft him. And we chose, I believe it was Bradley Chubb?
That would have been crazy if y'all
It's a
had
good
Lamar
pick.
Jackson.
It was a good pick. No. I don't remember who we chose. I think it was Brock
Bradley Chubb,
Osweiler. It's Brock Osweiler. We chose Brock Osweiler instead.
That's true.
And so,
That sucks.
And
Sorry.
so I wanted him really bad, and he got chosen by the Ravens last. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna keep following him. And so I followed Lamar Jackson ever since. And MVP once.
Been riding with him since 2017.
Riding with him since 2017.
So you would say you said you wanted him, but the Ravens. Alrighty, this is I Taylor, and
Tank Love.
go ahead and close us out, man.
So we present to you the interview with the established, esteemed,
The writer,
writer, leader,
lover,
organizer,
filmmaker,
photographer,
videographer,
horse rider,
editor of videos,
All right.
wing spreader.
Oh wow.
love maker,
Oh please, let's just keep going.
the Carter,
The Carter. If you
Mr.
didn't.
Carter, if you will. Any closing statements for us, our good, esteemed, well-adjectived, multi-titled man?
I about to say I've never held so many
Things before?
distinct titles. Yeah, no things. Yeah.
You're important as fuck.
Yes. Yes, as a flyer and rider of horses and ravens.
Sounds like a Game of Thrones character.
I'm certainly distinguished.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
My nigga.
RN for life.
RN.
NFL.
Yeah. It's been good.
It's been great.
It's been absolutely exceptional.
You're the best.
No, y'all are the best. And if you don't know, now you know.
Nigga.